Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your continued support. Right, so I've got a couple of things I'm going to be talking about, but I'll leave one till tomorrow. But the one I want to talk about today is the Motability scheme, because we all know that Rachel Reeves took away the luxury cars in the budget, and we also know that she has taken away some of the VAT exemptions from the Motability scheme. Well, the Motability scheme themselves have said that they have now set up a special operations unit to try and crack down on people who are not using the Motability cars correctly. Now, one of the things that they've said, apparently they've hired quite a few number of people for this special unit that they're setting up. And what they're trying to do is to try and root out those people who may be using the vehicle as, because apparently, according to this article, some people have been using them as taxis, some people have been using them for food delivery jobs and things like that. Now, I don't think there's a huge number of these. I think it's quite a small number actually compared to the hundreds of thousands of people that use these cars. But they're obviously been told to try and clamp down on these things, probably by the government, and so this is why they've decided they're going to take a little bit of action. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be looking at people who use these cars in a way that isn't appropriate. Now, apparently they do put trackers on certain cars where they think there might be a potential for misuse. They do fit trackers to them so that they can monitor who's, where the car's going and what it's doing and things like this. So it could be that they might start to roll out trackers as a wider option. Now, the trouble with that is, of course, that some people might say, well, that's a bit of a breach of privacy, because why would you want to know where I'm going? Why would you want to know what I'm doing? Of course, the other side to that would be people who bang on about benefits and taxpayers' money will say, well, yeah, I want to know where you're going as well. I don't, you're paying my tax. My taxes are paying for your car, so I want to know where you're going. All this type of thing. Anyway, I think it would be a bad idea to fit trackers to all of the cars, but it could be that they are now going to start to widen the scope of this unit to look at how these cars are being used. Now, it didn't go into specifics, but I'm wondering whether some of it might be tip-offs and things like this. That, if someone says, oh, I know someone down my street who's got a Motability car and they're using it as a taxi, something like that. So if they get a report like that, it might be that they're going to then look into that kind of thing. There is, of course, concerns going down that route with malicious reports being put in about people just because they're on benefits, which we know happens in the DWP as well. So that may be a rise of these type of incidents going on. So it's going to be very difficult, I think, for them to adequately say where these cars are going unless they fit trackers to them, or whatever. They haven't said that's going to happen. I don't see how else they can do it any other way. It's either going to have to be from a tip-off, or it's going to be from tracking. So it could also be that they start to look at the profile a bit more of who they're selling or leasing the cars to. It could be that maybe they are looking at the profile of that to say, is this car likely to be used for purposes other than it's designed to have be used for, if you know what I mean. So it could be that they're going to do that. But anyway, I want to know what you think down in the comment section, as always. Do you approve, first of all, of the Motability schemes cracking down on the misuse of their Motability cars? And also, if they said to you, right, we're happy to lease you this car, but we have to fit a tracker to it so that we know where you're going and what you're doing, would you accept that? Would you be happy to have a tracker fitted to your car so that Motability can see where you're going and what time you're going there and this type of thing? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments section. Please do subscribe if you got this far, and I'll see you next time.